Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video we shall have the discussion of the important questions from the lesson Vachanas by Basavanna, and this lesson is for the 4th semester BCom and BBA Generic English under Bangalore City University, that is the BCU. So let's begin the discussion of the questions from Vachanas. Question number 1. So I have tried to gather, what I have done here, I have tried to gather all the questions and I have tried to give you the one capsule answer. So you have the different questions from the two vachanas. So question number 1, what are the ways that Basavanna suggests in his vachanas to please Lord Kudal Sangama? Or what does Basavanna convey in his vachanas to please and win the Lord of Kudal Sangama? Explain. Or what are the characteristics of speech that would win the Lord of Kudal Sangama? Or what are suggestions of Basavanna to win the Lord of Kudal Sangama in the power of speech? That is the title of vachanas. This is the way to cleanse the soul. This is the way to cleanse the body, explained with reference to the Vachana. So all these five questions, they have one common answer. So the answer is here. So in the very first Vachanas, Vachanas, Baswana suggests the ways to please the Lord Kudal Sangama. He says, if we want to win or please the Lord Kudal Sangama, what should we do? We should not steal anything in life. We should not kill anybody. He suggests not to utter the untruth, always utter the truth. He says that we should not be angry. We should not have any disgust feeling about others. We should not have the hatred feelings. He also suggests not to boast of ourselves as well as not to criticize others. So these are the suggestions given by Basuna to please the Lord Kudal Sangama. So these ways will help us to cleanse not only our body but also our soul. So he talks about the internal purification, not the external purification. Here the interior purity is given more importance than the exterior purity. Finally, it's going to lead to the path to please or to win the heart of the Lord Kudal Sangama Deva. So, as Basuna has mentioned very aptly in his Vachana's title, The Way of Pleasing Kudal Sangama, he says, do not steal, do not kill, do not utter the untruth, never be angry, never loathe others, do not boast of yourself or criticize anyone. This is the way to cleanse the soul. This is the way to cleanse the body. This is the way to please our Lord Kudal Sangama Deva. So that's the answer of the very first questions here. And don't forget, I have also done the summary of this lesson Vachana. So you can also see the link of the summary in the description box. Now we are moving to the question number 2. Again, we are trying to answer in such a manner which fits to all the questions. Explain the power of speech as Baswana brings out in his Vachanas, or what are the suggestions of Baswana to win the love of Lord Kudal Sangama in the power of speech, or speech should be like a string of pearls, speech should be like the flash of a ruby. What do these lines mean in the context of Vachanas? So, in the second Vachanas, titled The Power of Speech, Baswana depicts the importance of speech and how the power of speech helps to win the love of Lord Kudal Sangama. He compares the speech to the strings of pearls. He says that our speech should be like a string of pearls. That means that each and every word spoken should be weaved properly and should have the connectivity and should not harm anyone. Then further, Baswana compares the power of speech with the flash of a ruby, the chamak, the shine of a ruby, which means that our speech should also enlighten others. It should be enlightening others. The way a ruby shines or flashes, similarly, our speech should also empower, our speech should also enlighten the listeners. Then Baswana compares speech with a bar of crystal. The way crystal has a healing power, Our speech should also be able to heal someone's unhappiness and bring happiness in someone's life. Further, Basavanna says that we should act within the bound of our words. It means to say that there should be the truth between the thoughts and action. So this is how we can win the love, we can win the heart of Kudal Sangama Deva. According to Basavanna in his Vachana, the power of speech. So he has mentioned very rightly all that is spoken, like the strings of pearls, should be relevant. All that is spoken, like the shining ruby, should be illuminating. All that is spoken, like the diamond bar, should be rock solid. All that is spoken should be true for the divine to bear witness. If there is no truth in the thoughts and the action, how would the Lord, how would the God be pleased, irrespective of what we do? So, in the words of Basavanna, he says, speech should be like a string of pearls, speech should be like the flash of a ruby, speech should be like a bar of crystal, speech should make the linga say yes, yes. If you don't act within the bounds of the words, how will you win Kudal Sangama Deva's love? And that's how Vachanas we have tried to gather the questions. So, friends, this is how I have tried my best to solve the questions, answers from the lesson Vachanas by Baswana. And you can see the link of the summary of this lesson in the description box. And also, you can see all the other lessons like the financial expert, Kailash Satyarthi, and all these two poems, question answers, and the summaries links in the description box. Subscribe the channel if you're not yet done. Like the channel. I'm sorry. Click on the like button. Share the video to your friends, to your classmates. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Wish you good luck for the examination.